Good, what's good, what's good? Welcome into your room. Welcome to the room. What's good, what's good? It's your boy DJ Grateful out here in the building. Go ahead and start that thing up, man. Get the instrumental and everything playing, man. I gotta turn on my headphones. Excuse me. Okay. Oh, that's better. That's better. That's better. How is everybody doing on today? Welcome to another episode of Love Beyond the 14th. Actually, this is the podcast, Love Beyond the 14th. Your boy DJ Grateful, and I got another special guest that is in the building. I got Top Flight with us today. Always keeping this smooth. Papa is kind of like he Kanye West or something like
Top
that.
flight in the building.
Top
How
Flight.
y'all doing? How you? Matter of fact, man, let's roll with the glasses off. Top flight in the building. Yeah.
Top Flight is most definitely in the building. So we talking love and relationships, man, and this is from a male perspective. But this podcast was set to get ladies more involved because I got my Man Suit Monday podcast, and I'm trying to motivate and help the fellas out. But this one usually more dedicated to the ladies. But this particular episode, I want to help out the fellas. But I want ladies to chime in with your opinions and feelings about it. We can talk about it. We can dialogue and we can figure out, the best thing that's gonna help us meet in the middle and just have better relationships. But today, the particular subject, specific for the fellas, signs that a woman is interested. This is a hot topic, y'all, because I feel like a lot of guys, they don't be knowing. Some guys really don't have discernment. So some guys born just smooth and they just know how to talk to women and they can pick things up real quick. But some fellas, they just don't know and don't understand and therefore don't know to make the move to shoot they shot.
True.
How you feel about that?
I see it like this. The generation of dating has changed over the decades.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's your approach to women, how you approach to women, and do you have the confidence to even approach a woman that you see not just because she's beautiful on the outside, at the same time there could be something there.
Right.
She just walks right across, right in your eyes, and then in your mindset it's like, oh goodness, like I missed the blessing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I missed the blessing, and then she might say that too. I missed the blessing. That's a good looking brother. That's a good looking dude right there. He smells good with, he's looking cute. Got his hair, got his edge up, looking straight, looking good. And then at the same time, ooh. Like, so the approach is different now.
Right.
Back then, me personally, I can catch you. That's the way I was raised. I chase you.
You was raised to catch.
I was raised to catch. Like, I'm an 80s baby. I raised to catch. I see a beautiful woman walking and she's intriguing me and I'm intriguing her. I want to stop on a dime and just, how you doing? Excuse me. Not to interfere, but you are, no buts. Don't use the word but. Just say you are a very attractive, beautiful woman. May I know your first name, please? I ain't trying to know all the government name. I just want to know your first name. And then, my approach is very important.
Right.
Make it feel confident.
Confident.
Now,
Uh-huh.
the generation has changed. So,
Yeah. Definitely different.
You have to be very careful on the type of, not even the type, women that you approach.
Right.
Period. Because
Why do you feel that way?
Because, people can get kidnapped off the street.
That's facts, though.
You might be running from somebody.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you using this woman as a cover up or trying to hide. So, women nowadays are very I'm not going to say I'm thinking of uptight, but not uptight, but they're more secure.
Yeah.
In their surroundings. They don't know who you are. Why are you coming up on me like this? I don't know you.
Right,
I don't know you from a can of paint. So why are you trying to say hello?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
But it also depends on the race of the woman too, because
well,
to my personal opinion, sometimes I feel like white women usually a little bit more open to some random dialogue or like small talk to lead to that.
I don't use the word race with women because a lot of us men say, well, this woman does this different than the color of this woman who does it different than the color of this woman. No, we gotta stop. We gotta take that dialogue out. Women are different, no matter size, shape, form, race, anything. All women are different. You can't approach a black woman the same way you approach a white woman. No, you approach all women differently.
Yeah.
Because there's a similarity with women. However, you got to know that woman. You got to understand that woman. You gotta feel that woman to get some type of similarities that you had even in your previous relationships with women.
Yeah.
So, like, I could date a black woman here, and then all of a sudden, it might be infidelity both ways. It might be cheating both ways or lying both ways. But then a white woman might lie to me, but then I'm honest with her. You see what I'm saying? Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. So you can't really say a white woman does this better than a black woman. A Hungarian woman, a Colombian woman has a beautiful frame, but then and her mindset is stronger, but then she outweighs more than a black woman. No. No. We gotta stop. We as a society gotta stop saying, hey, black woman does this better than a white woman. White woman does this better than this type of woman. No. All women are different. All women are different, and that's because of their culture, how they were raised, the past experiences that they saw, that they went through.
Yeah.
Their life journey. All women, all people, everybody is different. All women are different. You just have to have an understanding of how you're going to approach this woman to get to know this woman. Now, if she doesn't have time, or she, her mindset is she's not in a dating mood right now, then just ask her to be friends. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with shooting your shot. Well, I call it a basketball term. Shooting your free throw at the line. That's what I call it. I call it, instead of shooting your shot, it's like you're shooting a free throw. When you go into the free throw line and all of a sudden you get fouled and the ball stops and it's a dead ball foul and you walk into the free throw line. Just pretend yourself you alone at the free throw line and the woman is looking dead at you from that angle, and she's like, oh, you cute. Like, wait, hold on. Time out. Time out. Let me go and not handle this, but see what the interest is.
Yeah. So in regards to the approach, and so me personally, I feel like a lot of guys, since they don't have that discernment, they don't really be knowing. Because I know you were talking about don't worry about the race, that every woman is different. Yeah. So with a little bit of discernment, you can tell whether, no matter what the race of the woman is, there's a friendliness that can come from a woman that is interested, but you have to pay attention to the interaction to realize whether it's just her being polite or her having genuine interest.
Yep.
So what would you say is a sign of that genuine interest in the midst of that conversation? What would be a sign to you that that's a genuinely interested woman?
Eye contact, along with a sense of personality, how she smiles at you.
Gotcha.
How she takes interest in you not even asking, because some people ask, some of us brothers and men, we ask some of the craziest questions.
We do, man.
Like,
we be nervous though.
And those
when we be when we really want her, we be
questions
nervous.
Are the nervous questions, just to get the nervousness off your back.
Yeah.
No, sometimes all the time, just be genuine.
Right.
Let's not ask those questions. Let's have a conversation going into those questions.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
That's good.
Hey, what's your name? Okay, we could get the basic stuff out the way.
Yeah.
Me, I was raised I always ask a woman for her first name. I never ask the middle name, and I never ask her last name. I ask her how she doing. I ask her how her day is going. I ask her, do you need a hug? Because a lot of us do need hugs. Sometimes I need a hug.
Wow.
I need a hug. And it don't have to be no.
So you feel fearless in the action for
it's got to be fair. It's got to be fair. You have to be fair.
I've never thought about asking a woman for the hug at kind of beginning of the interaction.
Because sometimes, I might have I'm not saying I wake up on the wrong side of the bed. Just some days you just need a conversation. You need a conversation. So therefore, it's like you're trying to grab for attention. But at the end of the day, it's just a need and desire. So you don't have to open up all the way and put everything out on the table. You do that as goes by and you start to build and grow into an investment with this woman. That's when you want to. That's to me is when you want to start shooting your shot.
Gotcha.
It's when you start going out on a date. You start having text message conversation. It grows into having a verbal conversation. You know, a lot of women are tired of the good morning texts and the hey babes and all this and that. Change that up.
Switch it up a little bit.
Change, not even switch it. Change it. Change your approach. Change your approach. You can say, good morning. I pray that you have a blessed day. I pray that you and your family get to your destination peacefully and safely. Pray over her. Pray over her. Pray for her. Show her that you are interested. And then at the same time, what would a great question is, what do you like to eat for breakfast? What do you like to eat? What is your daily routine? Do you stop and go get a coffee and donuts? What's your favorite Starbucks drink? Because women, they drink Starbucks.
They do.
They may not drink Starbucks,
Well,
but
women
Dunkin'
love
Donuts.
Starbucks.
Dunkin' Donuts. They may go to McDonald's in the morning. They may go to Burger King in the morning, or something like that. But that's how you start building a conversation.
That makes sense.
Your daily, not even your daily routine, but just like what do you do for breakfast? You get up at 6:30 in the morning. Do you pray in the morning? If not, pray in the morning. Pray over your household. Pray in your household. Pray for every room in your household. If you have children, pray for your children in the morning. Pray for the school in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Put that acknowledgement and put that sense of accountability for her through you.
That's a different approach. I never thought about it like that.
Nowadays you gotta have different approaches when you talk to women. It cannot just be the same. Oh well, it worked in my 3-year relationship. Let me go on and try it.
But this is a different woman.
It's a different woman.
It's a different woman.
That woman might not like prayer. Well, get her to the understanding of you need to pray. Or I'm gonna pray for you, and I'm gonna pray for you with you in front of you. Let me see your hands.
I feel like we'd be surprised how many women would allow us, like a woman that you're genuinely interested in and you're kind of getting to know. How many women would actually be open to just a simple prayer, unless she believes in stuff that's just way out the box, and she's like, nah, forget all that, or she been hurt in the past in regards to church or something like that.
You got to pray for that hurt.
Yeah.
Because that hurt.
I bet most women, I feel like, would say, like, yeah, sure, you can pray for me.
Yeah, you got to pray for that hurt. Sometimes a woman might not have a therapist. You gotta have God in that forefront as being her therapist until she is ready to open up to you. Yeah. Because that woman could have been hurt before. Yeah. She could be single for 2-3 years. Do you want to know why she's single for 2-3 years? Okay. Just remember, you asked why. Yeah. So don't be afraid of what the result is. Right. I've been hurt before. Right. So just because you're trying to smooth your way in there and change it all up for her, there is steps that you got to go through to get to knowing this woman wholeheartedly. Because while she's going through it, guess what, my brother? You're going through it too. You could be single for 2 or 3 years because you have your own battles. Right. You could have been the initiator in a cheating incident or a lying incident. Or, she hurt you. So you don't want that type of significance from your past to come present. Right. You want to make sure that you got your affairs in order. You want to make sure, you single for a reason. And you working on yourself. Everybody, I call the basketball tournaments, I call everybody either a rebound or a jump ball. Jump ball is right when the ball starts. Right at the tip. You're getting the ball for the very, very first time. That could be a woman in her very first true relationship. So you approach it differently. You see what I'm saying? Now, a player shoots the ball up, what do? Get the rebound. If it don't go through the hole, you get the rebound. What that rebounding is, a woman as well as a man that have been through that hole before and been through some wars internally, not just internally, spiritually. And not only have you've been through wars like that, she's been through wars like that before.
Wow.
So she may not be ready to go back through that hole again.
Wow.
Or he may not be ready to go back through that because they still holding on to past experiences.
Yeah.
And then the question is, well, you've been single for 6 months. Are you ready to get back into a relationship with this guy? And you still have stuff going on? And the same for the man. You've been single for 6 months to a year. What steps have you taken to say, I'm ready to date again? Are you seeing a therapist? Have you not even gotten rid of, have you owned your faults in that previous relationship? Because it's two people in a relationship. Everybody wants to go ahead and put the finger on one person. No, you reverse that finger and put it on yourself. Yeah. Because not only did she messed up in a relationship, you messed it up in a relationship.
Right.
So now your goal is to say, hey, I have to get through this trial and tribulation.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, man, that's a lot leading into the to the relationship and make sure there's clear understanding and how to approach a woman differently, and just setting the tone and stand out to be somebody different, not be like just any other guy that she's dealt with in the past, which is hard to do these days.
Yeah.
Especially if you sliding in the DM, but that's how most people are shooting their shot these days, just sliding in the DM.
Nowadays, everybody is sliding in DMs now because of technology. You're sliding into their TikToks. You're hearting their IG posts, their IG pictures.
Yeah.
You're sliding into their Facebook DMs. Okay, you can do all that. You can slide into other women's DMs or other men's DMs. The question is, do you understand this is what you want, this is who you going after?
Yeah.
It's like being catfished. You got to be careful with that.
Facts.
You got to be careful with that.
It's become more and more common these days.
Exactly.
Wow.
And yeah, yes, long distance relationships, it's very difficult. I haven't been in one. I don't understand it. I just see it like this. You are in one state, that person is in another state. You just know this person. You're going to send this person $500, $600. What if that's not them?
Right.
What if that's just a fake profile? What if they have a roster? Maybe you're not going to be the starting guard. They could be doing that to other people.
X.
So that's why, I could go into someone's DMs and just comment off of something. I be looking at posts. I'm like, okay, I see you. Okay, you doing this, you doing that. I heart it. I say, hey, you look good today. Hey, God bless.
Yeah.
If you respond, you respond. If you don't, you don't. Okay, I'm gonna keep pushing.
Right.
I'm not gonna sit there and wait for a response from you. Like, okay, I responded to this woman 5 days ago. But at the end of the day, all she know me is from pictures.
Right.
And responses. And I follow her, but she don't follow me.
She don't follow me.
You know what I'm saying? So, and she's probably got a long list of male companions that wants to follow her, but she's doing her own thing.
Right.
And guess what I'm gonna do? My own thing. So I pray. So yes, technology and everybody sliding into other DMs. I'm the type of cat that I said, let's meet in person.
Right.
Let's go on and go get a cup of coffee.
I want you to finish the thought, but I just want to acknowledge those who are in the room. You know what I'm saying? I want to appreciate everybody. And like I said, if you have an opinion, we want you to throw that out there.
Speak it.
Man or woman, want you to throw that out there because we want to have a real conversation about this. So go ahead and continue with your point if you can.
Yeah, I'm a type of man that I have to meet you.
Yeah.
Because I need to know who am I talking to on the other side of my phone.
Yeah.
Who am I texting on the other side of that phone?
Yeah.
Who is you behind that door? That's why. You could be on Facebook and say you live in Clinton or Raleigh. So if I say, hey, let's one day meet up in Raleigh, then all of a sudden, and we got this date set up, what if you don't show up? What if you don't commit to it? Then what's the point of having these conversations?
Yeah.
And there is no commitment to meeting each other.
Well, let's say you met a woman online, just in the DM, y'all started talking a little bit. How long would you deal with her before you realize, all right, we not, I don't think this is ever going to be a real meetup situation. I could be getting catfish. So how many excuses would you deal with before you just drop it?
It would take me probably a few months to start putting 1 + 1 together.
Gotcha.
Because right now I'm looking at it just like 1, and that's me. So if 1 + 0 is 1. That 0 is no commitment. Anything that I put the word no, not K-N-O-W, N-O in front of,
right.
then that's always a 0.
Right.
Because I'm putting myself as 1. So when we start talking and communicating, that's just a stepping stone. You see what I'm saying? Once we step up together, we don't have to step up. I step up 1 and she's next to me. No, she could be on the other side.
Right.
And there's stairs right there. And at that final stair is where we meet together. And that's when we start putting everything together, up those steps. And then when we get to that last step of, hey, let's meet up. Or not even, hey, let's meet up. Just say, are you free? When you're doing your communication, are you free on this date at this time? What's your availability like? Not say, hey, let's go out for dinner or something like that. No, let's just say, look, I got free time on that day. Let's see if you got free time on that day.
Right.
And if you got free time on that day, then let's discuss a time where we can meet up. Where we can, go play basketball, go bowling. Because I'm not about to put you into a situation where we're having dinner and we just met. So we've been talking and communicating over the phone. We've been exchanging numbers and exchanging text messages. Are you ready to go meet up? And then you have to ask yourself within you, are you ready to go meet this woman? Are you ready to find, And if you guys are both on the same accord and you guys are ready to meet up, then set that up. If she's ready to meet up and you're not ready to meet up, then I say inform and let her know.
Right. Communication.
Like you guys doing all that talking and all that texting and all this, but yet you're not ready to meet up yet. Why?
Why is that?
And then vice versa. You could be ready to meet up, but she not. So, and if she's busy, inform. You don't have to explain your busyness. Just say, look, I have a lot going on right now. I just got, you know some of my situation. Right. And therefore, just give me a little more time. And then that's where you have to be respectful and honest and say, hey, look, we could continue to do this. Take your time. When you're ready to meet up, we're not going to stop communicating because you're not ready to link up.
Right.
No. Because right now she's getting comfortable with you. So just because she's not ready to meet up with, it doesn't mean you just, okay, let me go on and just put her to the side and let me go meet someone else. You know what I'm saying? You keep your attention on her. However, you keep your attention on what you are doing, what God had you doing. Don't stop work to focus on her. No, you multitask. You continue to work. And you continue to create that time to continue to you continue to you put your presence with her through communication, through conversation. So that way she knows that she is starting to see her way through you in her. So that way she's starting to feel comfortable. Because again, you don't know her last relationship. You don't know her previous experience into that. So you got to give her time to give her not a moment, but give her time to understand and continue to let her grind, continue to let her do what she do. She may have kids. So if you're dating with a woman with kids, you got to understand is you don't know how old her kids are because you probably haven't even asked that question. Or at the end of the day, she probably hasn't even volunteered that yet because she needs to get to know you before she can get into that stage with you. So therefore, if you're dating a woman with kids, you have to give them time to create a lane for herself to kick it with you. Because you don't know who watches her kids. And she may have child or children, plural.
Right.
You don't know if she has one child or more than one. So therefore, you gotta you gotta understand where she's coming from. Then if you are a parent, you gotta make sure your avenues are in check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you are a parent. So if you want to meet this woman, you gonna meet this woman when you supposed to have your children for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? When you supposed to have your children, you supposed to have your children, and you taking your child to go meet this woman, just because you are in that mode. You ready? You sure you ready for that?
Right.
Because that's gonna come. You know. So therefore, you got to make sure that you are mature enough to meet this woman, and vice versa.
That's good, man. A lot of wisdom coming over here from Top Flight. But we're going to go ahead and end this right here. So if we want to recap what we talking about, again, signs that a woman is interested, seeking about meeting a woman in person, exchanging the phone numbers, just kind of feeling the vibes of that particular woman, and get into that mode where the conversations are happening and approaching her a little bit differently. Not actually approaching her definitely differently than what most guys would do. And then, watching out for catfishing, sliding the DMs, and all that good stuff, man. But I think we learned a little bit today, and we want to continue these conversations. So again, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to put your comments in, put in your 2 cents, and we can have a dialogue about this. We're still in February, so it's still that love month. But I appreciate y'all so much for tuning into the episode. Got Top Flight in the building. DJ Grateful. We out this mug. Let go.